The origin of fags and scum, the gym rat footy gimp. In the heart of Queensland, where the sun burns hotter than a Bundy-fueled rage, there was one man, one unstoppable force of muscle, piss, and nicotine. Fags and scum. From the moment he could walk, he was running at cars, shoulders down, screaming, "I'm the biggest gym footy gimp around!" This wasn't just a saying, it was a lifestyle. Every morning before the sun even rose, Fagson would be in the gym, veins popping, pre-workout foaming out of his mouth, looking in the mirror, flexing so hard he nearly passed out. Every night, while other normal humans slept, he was still lifting, still screaming, still chuffing vapes like a chimney in winter. Footy, gym, fucking send it! But there was one problem. He lived in Gympie, and Gympie wasn't enough. The gym equipment was too weak, the footy comp was too soft, and worst of all, there weren't enough gimps to bash. So Fagson hatched a plan. He lined up on the Bruce Highway, barefoot, oiled up, and waited. Then the second a semi-trailer came roaring down the road, he sprinted at it full speed and launched himself into a tackle. The truck driver never stood a chance. Fagson flattened the rig, sent the driver flying, and kept running. He didn't stop. "I run through cunts for fun." For miles, he kept charging forward, vape smoke trailing behind him, hunting for bigger tackles, bigger weights, and more footy to play. By the time he reached Toowoomba, he had already ran over 200 wild pigs, slammed through 6 fences, destroyed 3 road signs with pure shoulder power, vaped every flavor known to man when he finally charged through the gates of Toowoomba Grammar, covered in sweat, dirt, and vape clouds. The school had no choice but to let him in. Now, every day at Grammar, Fagson Scum trains like a maniac, tackling anyone who dares to walk near him, benching entire dorm beds, and blowing O's in the boarding house bathrooms. And when someone asks him why he's like this, he just takes a deep breath, slams a can of pre-workout, and bellows, "Footy gym, fucking send it!" Big Iron Rowland, the one who's slower than Norfolk Internet on a Friday night. Ugly rat gimp fag patrol addictman, the servo's worst nightmare. In the dusty arse end of nowhere, also known as Gundawindi, a rat-faced, petrol-huffing, gimp-calculating menace was spawned. Henry Ugly Rat Gimp Fag Patrol Addictman. From day one, this gimp was built for one thing only, petrol abuse. While normal kids played with toys, Henry was siphoning fuel out of his dad's Hilux, licking oil spills off the shed floor, huffing premium 98 like it was fucking oxygen. He didn't just sniff petrol, he studied it, worshipped it, became one with it. Yes, the chemical structure of unleaded 91 is quite exquisite. Diesel fumes taste better when they're slightly aged. Gimp calculations confirm, Vortex 98 is the elixir of life. But there was one problem. Gundawindi was running dry. He emptied every jerry can in town. Servo started putting his photo on do not serve posters. Even road trains were running low because this gimp wouldn't stop siphoning. The Great Petrol Migration. With no more fumes to sniff, Henry had only one option left, find a new hunting ground. Using gimp tier calculations, he pinpointed the richest petrol supply left in Queensland, Toowoomba. With 20 boarding rooms worth of petrol storage, he crawled his way up, stopping only to mumble weird nerd shit under his breath, tweak his glasses in a way that makes people want to bash him, do complex math equations to determine optimal sniffing strategies, and so he arrived at Toowoomba Grammar, the perfect nest for a fuel-guzzling rat gimp. Every teacher's worst nightmare, the neediest gimp alive. Henry wasn't just a problem for the servos, he became a full-blown plague on the school's email system. This gimp has sent more emails than the school principal. Every teacher has at least 20 new emails a day from Henry, and every single one is dumber than the last. "Sir, where is my next class?" Sent every single day. "Miss, I lost my book. Do you know where it is?" "Sir, I think I left my calculator in your room. Can you check?" "Miss, I forgot what homework we had. Can you email me the exact instructions?" "Sir, what time does school start?" "Miss, what time does school end?" "Sir, do we have maths today? I forgot." "Miss, I left my pencil case at home. Do you have spares?" "Sir, where am I supposed to be right now?" Sent at least 3 times per day. He once emailed the tuck shop lady asking if they still sold meat pies. He once emailed the principal asking if he was allowed to bring a backpack to school. He once emailed a science teacher asking why water was wet. At one point, teachers stopped replying. By the end of term 1, half the staff had blocked him. By term 2, the school banned his email. By term 3, he was making new accounts just to keep sending dumb shit. "Oh dear, my queries have been rendered unanswerable by the administration. This is an egregious violation of my intellectual rights." Henry thinks he can fly a plane. Somewhere along the way, this gimp convinced himself he knows how to fly a fucking crop duster. Because Henry works at some petrol mixing joint for crop dusters, he acts like he's an expert in aviation. Hypothetically speaking, if I were to engage the flaps at a precise 17-degree angle, I could optimize takeoff thrust efficiency. Statistically speaking, the chances of a forced landing decrease by 4.7% if the pilot properly distributes weight across the fuselage. As someone who has first-hand experience refueling crop dusters, I am more than qualified to discuss aerodynamic principles. Every time he talks about planes, someone's in his ear. Shut up, you fucking rat, you can't even drive a car. Oi, you gimp, do a barrel roll then. Fly yourself out of here, you smelly fuck. The hairiest gimp to ever exist. To make things worse, Henry is hairy as fuck. Not like a normal hairy bloke. No, this gimp is one evolutionary step away from being classified as an invasive species. His arms, furrier than a lab rat. His back, like a wet shag pile carpet. His mustache grows at the rate of 0.67 centimeters per week, confirmed via GIMP calculations. And his voice? Pure nerdcore. Every sentence out of his mouth sounds like a Reddit mod trying to explain quantum physics while his nose is clogged with petrol fumes. Hypothetically speaking, if one were to obtain an infinite supply of Vortex 98, would their olfactory sensitivity reach a transcendental state beyond human comprehension? Statistically speaking, the probability of me failing this test is non-zero, but considering my aptitude for computational analysis, I postulate that I will achieve a satisfactory result. And every time he speaks, someone's in his ear. Shut up, you mumbling gimp. Or you furry rat, sniff my socks instead. What's the octane rating of this punch to the face? The final calculation. But Henry doesn't care. As long as there's one last drop of petrol left in Toowoomba, he will sniff it. And as the sun sets over Grammar, you can hear him in his room, whispering to himself in that weird nerd voice. Must conserve resources, must calculate optimal fuel absorption rates. A true fucking menace. The origin of Sea Gimp, the day house scab. In the murky waters of Toowoomba Grammar's biggest bottom feeder pit, a filthy, rodent-infested, Roblox-addicted scab was born. Sea Gimp. This gimp doesn't board, he doesn't pay for food, he lurks. Every day he slithers up to Take Loire House, begging for scraps. Every meal he's hovering around, waiting for a half-eaten pie. Every night he's scheming new ways to scab a feed. Oi, Bruce, you gonna finish that? May I take just one chip, come on. Oh, I reckon you can sign me into dinner? Nobody knows where he actually eats. Nobody knows where he actually goes after school. Nobody cares. The Roblox addict, 2,000 hours on Roblox, talks about it like it's real life. Once cried when his base got raided in Oil Warfare Tycoon. Bruce, my economy was peak efficiency, then some noob blew up my refinery. I'm basically a general in Roblox military sim. If I had Robux, I'd be unstoppable. Nobody cares. Every time he brings it up, shut up, you online gimp. Oh wait, go raid the tuck shop instead, you starving mutt. No one wants to hear about your fucking block game. The rat's in his hair. For years, his hair was a biological disaster. It smelled like a wet dog dipped in stale milk. Rumor has it a family of rats was living in there. Finally, he got a buck's cut. The rats were homeless. The school finally stopped smelling like a feral wombat nest, but his head is still shaped like a fucking egg. Oi, Bruce, reckon I look fresh? No, you look like a shaved sewer ferret. The AG subject autist. He takes agricultural science, he takes essential ag, he takes agricultural scientifics, he takes ag hieroglyphics. He thinks they're all different. Nah, Bruce, essential ag is about practical skills. Agricultural science is the theory side. Agricultural scientifics is like different science, bro. Ag hieroglyphics is the ancient farming shit, Bruce. Mate, you're just learning how to milk cows 4 times a day. The final scab. As the sun sets over Toowoomba Grammar, you can still see him, hovering outside Take Loire, eyes locked on someone's unfinished chips. Oi, Bruce! Reckon I can scab that? A true fucking parasite is a rooster, and your perfume is fresh hay. You're living the farm life. Every day starts with a sunrise and ends when the moon says goodnight. Before most folks even think about their first cuppa, we're out there tending to the land. It's hard work, but there's nothing quite like it. From feeding the chickens, to fixing that old tractor for the umpteenth time. Every day is an adventure. And let's not forget the cows. They've got a knack for finding trouble, don't they? But it's not all about the chores. There's a certain magic in watching your crops grow. Knowing the food on your table comes from your own hands. And when the harvest rolls in, that's when you really feel the pride. Sure, it's tough. There's mud, sweat, and sometimes tears. But at the end of the day, there's no place we'd rather be. Because this isn't just a job, it's a way of life. And it's one we're proud to live. So here's to the farmers, the backbone of our world. Keep plowing on.